Havana, Cuba, late 2016. A CIA officer wakes in the night to a piercing, grinding sound, like metal scraping metal, aimed directly at his head. He can't locate the source. It seems to follow him from room to room. Within days, he can't concentrate. He can't remember simple words. His balance is gone. He is not alone. Within weeks, more than 20 American diplomats and intelligence officers stationed in Havana report the same thing. An invisible force, a sound with no source, and a wave of symptoms that doctors can't explain. The world would come to call it Havana Syndrome. 10 years later, nobody, not the CIA, not the Pentagon, not the world's top neurologists, can agree on what it actually is. It starts quietly. A handful of embassy staff in Havana report headaches, dizziness, and a strange pressure in their skulls. Some describe hearing a directional sound, audible in one specific spot in a room, gone the moment they move. The State Department flies victims home for testing. Brain scans show something unusual, signs consistent with concussion, but without any blow to the head. No car crash, no fall, no explanation. By 2017, the US has quietly expelled Cuban diplomats from Washington. The suspicion is immediate: a sonic weapon, deployed by a hostile government, aimed at American personnel on foreign soil. Scientists float one theory after another: a covert microwave weapon, silently cooking the brain's tissue from a distance; a sonic device, using frequencies below or above human hearing; even, more mundanely, the mating call of a Caribbean cricket, picked up on a phone recording and mistaken for an attack. For a while, mass psychogenic illness becomes the leading government explanation: the idea that stress and suggestion, not any external weapon, is spreading symptoms through a small, tightly bonded diplomatic community. Victims reject this outright. They describe something physical, something directional, something that arrived and then left. Havana was supposed to be an isolated incident. It wasn't. Officials in China report the same symptoms. Then Russia, then Austria, Germany, Australia, even Washington, D.C. itself, on the grounds of the White House. By the mid-2020s, the US government has logged more than 1,500 suspected cases across 96 countries. In 2021, a National Security Council staffer is reportedly struck the day after a presidential election. In 2023, a Pentagon official says he felt symptoms at a NATO summit in Lithuania. This is no longer a Havana problem. It is a global one. In 2025, US intelligence agencies released their most detailed public assessment yet. Their conclusion stuns many victims. It is unlikely, or very unlikely, that a foreign adversary is responsible. Most agencies point instead to environmental causes, pre-existing conditions, and stress.
Victims and their advocates call it a cover-up, a government protecting itself from the political and financial cost of admitting an enemy attacked its own people on American soil, inside diplomatic housing, even near the White House. Then, in January 2026, everything shifts. Reports emerge that Homeland Security secretly obtained a device in an undercover operation, a device small enough to fit in a backpack, capable of emitting pulsed radio frequency energy, built with components of Russian origin. The Pentagon has spent over a year quietly testing it. Months later, a landmark 60 Minutes investigation goes further, reporting that the US government itself tested a directed energy weapon capable of producing the exact effects victims describe: silent, concealable, operable by remote control, able to penetrate a window or a wall from hundreds of feet away. For the first time in a decade, the debate isn't just about symptoms and theories. There is a physical object, plausible, real, and unexplained. In July 2026, the Pentagon makes its first ever compensation payments to victims under the Havana Act, nearly $3 million, a decade after the first reported case. That same month, it's revealed that a controversial phone surveillance company, one that has boasted about tracking CIA and NSA officers, has been brought onto the government's Havana Syndrome Task Force, raising new questions about how far this investigation now reaches. And Michael Beck, the very first person to report symptoms. Back in the 1990s, decades before Havana made headlines, dies in January 2026, still fighting for recognition of what happened to him. 10 years, 5 continents, 1,500 cases, one device that might explain everything or nothing. Havana Syndrome remains one of the strangest unresolved mysteries in modern intelligence history, not because there's too little evidence, but because there's too much and none of it agrees. Was it a weapon? Was it stress? Was it crickets? Or is the truth something no government wants fully out in the open? We may never know, but somewhere right now, another officer may be waking up to a sound with no source and starting the whole mystery over again.